सेव किया था ना?
मैं सिर्फ इसलिए गया था क्योंकि उसने मुझे कॉल किया, that's it. But listen तो.
Save it for someone else.
जिंदगी में सेव करना जरूरी है, मगर जब बात पैसों की हो, सिर्फ सेविंग से काम नहीं चलेगा। इक्विटी म्यूचुअल फंड्स में इन्वेस्ट कीजिए और अपने सेविंग्स को आगे बढ़ने का मौका दीजिए।
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Let me start with the headline of this politically correct episode. You may be wondering why I'm seeing shades of grey in Modi-Shah's politics. Usually there is no ambiguity in their politics. You can see it in black and white. It's about maintaining supremacy in places where the BJP is strong and dominant and making forays into newer territories to expand its areas of influence. If it means sweating it out in unfamiliar territories, making new alliances or breaking old ones, splitting rival parties, engineering defections in the opposition camp, and even eating into the vote banks of alliance partners, so be it. That's why the BJP under Modi and Shah is described as a juggernaut, an indomitable force. Why have I started seeing shades of grey in their politics? It's because you suddenly notice tactical halts and even retreats and pullbacks on the part of the BJP in many states. But before I come to these points, let me tell you about a meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the family of Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde last month. Shinde had sent a message to PM Modi that his father, Sambhaji Shinde, wanted to meet him. The Prime Minister readily obliged. 4 generations of the Shinde family arrived to meet the Prime Minister. Sambhaji, Eknath, his son and parliamentarian Shrikant and his wife, and the Maharashtra Chief Minister's grandson, Rudransh. And overwhelmed Sambhaji thanked Prime Minister Modi for making his son Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Then the Prime Minister says, his reply, नहीं, ये तो उनकी तपस्या का फल है. मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. Basically, the Prime Minister is saying, no, it's the result of Eknath Shinde's dedication and commitment. I've done nothing. Happy to receive chocolates from the Prime Minister. Shrikant's son was indulging himself in the lawns. Now it was time for serious discussions. PM Modi sought an update on the tragic landslide in the Raigad district, you remember, on the 19th. It had occurred around 10:30 p.m. and by midnight, Shinde had already dispatched 3 of his ministers to the site. Shinde himself left for Raigad very early in the morning, trekking for over 3 hours in the hilly terrain to reach the site of the landslide. The Prime Minister was very happy and he actually appreciated the Chief Minister's prompt reaction and then moved on to discuss the progress of infrastructure projects in Mumbai and Maharashtra, especially the Dharavi redevelopment project being carried out by the Adani Group. The Shinde family spent about an hour with the Prime Minister and were visibly very happy when I met them. 3 days before that meeting, on the 18th of July, at a mega meeting of 38 NDA constituents, Shinde had been asked to propose the resolution. He was very happy to get that honor. Another NDA constituent who returned from the meeting, that a mega NDA meeting, satisfied and happy, was AIADMK General Secretary and former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, E.K. Palaniswamy. He was seated next to the Prime Minister at the meeting. EPS was asked to second that resolution. AIADMK leaders were later telling whoever cared to listen to them how PM Modi paid special attention to EPS. BJP's partners in the NDA had reasons to think that they had finally arrived. The big brother who never bothered about them for 9 years, except for routine meetings ahead of parliament sessions, was in fact going out of the way to indulge them. A few days after the NDA meeting, Home Minister Amit Shah was coming out of the parliament building and there were reporters. They asked him, when is the next NDA meeting? And you know Amit Shah, wearing his typical half-friendly, half-dismissive smile, he replied, in 2028. He basically said that next NDA meeting is in 2028. The BJP chief strategist won't admit it publicly, but he obviously did not have any delusion about his allies' strength. Of the 37 allies that gathered in Delhi's Ashoka Hotel on the 18th, 9 did not even contest the last Lok Sabha election, and 16 of them contested but drew a blank. Of the remaining dozen allies, 7 won only 1 seat each. Of these, only Shinde's party, the Shiv Sena minus Uddhav Thackeray, with 13 MPs, seemed to have some political heft. 2 factions of the Lok Janshakti Party, led by Chirag Paswan and his uncle Pashupati Paras, have 6 MPs. Anupriya Patel's Apna Dal has 2. But that's about it. These 37 parties brought no big heft to the BJP for the 2024 Lok Sabha election. The Delhi meeting was a spectacle, not a show of strength. If the Congress could bring 26 opposition parties on one platform in Bengaluru as a show of strength, the BJP could line up 38, if only for the heck of it. Except for the AIA-DMK, Shiv Sena and the LJP and Ajit Pawar's NCP, if at all, I mean that faction of NCP. Others were more about creating an optical illusion of a grand alliance. It was not just that the Congress, which had a lot of parties supporting it, the BJP also had a lot many parties backing it in the election. I mean, that was the idea. Look at Uttar Pradesh. In that state, the BJP has 3 self-proclaimed repositories or representatives of Kurmi, Rajbhar and Nishad vote banks, the 3 parties. BJP knows well that these parties gain more from being Prime Minister Modi's allies. It's not the other way around exactly. None of these parties has the ability to win even a single seat on their own. So the BJP would rather keep them in the NDA, whatever their electoral worth. Why gift even a few thousand votes to the opposition by sending them away from the NDA? In Bihar, Chirag Paswan's party managed to get around 6% votes in the 2020 Lok Sabha Assembly election. Chirag flaunts it as evidence of his status as someone who has truly inherited his father Ramvilas Paswan's political legacy. BJP leaders in Bihar have their own interpretations. They believe that Chirag managed to get the support of BJP voters because he projected himself as Prime Minister Modi's Hanuman and contested only against Nitish Kumar's JDU on different seats. BJP voters who felt disenchanted with Nitish Kumar voted for Chirag Paswan's party in those constituencies where JDU had fielded candidates. That explained his party's 6% votes. Well, that's what the BJP leaders say. My take is Chirag has been drawing good crowds and he may surely resent these interpretations by BJP leaders. Anyway, when Amit Shah said that the next NDA meeting will be in 2028, it might sound like the big brother is talking the little brothers down. So be it. The BJP is showing off allies it may not be bothered about in terms of the electoral significance on the larger political canvas of 2024. The BJP can decide about the alliance partners who can actually make a difference. Its leadership is caught in a dilemma, whether to expand in the run-up to the 2024 Lok Sabha election or consolidate the gains. Its expansion plan in South India is going nowhere at this stage. The BJP doesn't seem to be pushing its agenda of expansion in Odisha, something that we saw in the run-up to 2019 election in Odisha. And the BJP is facing big headwinds in West Bengal. Basically, regional parties have turned out to be stronger than what PM Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah might have expected. That's why the BJP leadership is suddenly looking confused about its next course of action, from Chandigarh to Chennai and from Mumbai to Puri. I mean, forget about that big mega show on the 18th, mega show of the 37 allies of the BJP at Ashoka Hotel. I have told you about their electoral strength. Let's talk about the other states where actually there are some significant allies to be basically brought into the NDA fold. It's not happening. Let's start with Punjab. Given how assiduously PM Modi has been trying to woo the Sikhs, the Shiromani Akali Dal is reportedly desperate to join the NDA, even though its ally BSP is having reservations against it. Akali leaders maintain in private that the BJP top leadership is somehow not very warm to their overtures. Even though both parties know that if they don't come together, they should forget about the 13 Lok Sabha seats in Punjab. And why is the BJP leadership so cussed? They think that it's an opportunity for their party to get out of the Akali Dal's shadow. There is also hope that the Congress-AAP alliance under the India banner won't last till the Lok Sabha election. And in a four-cornered contest, the BJP would be able to retain its 2 seats at least, if not gain more. The last word on the possible SAD BJP rapprochement can't be spoken yet though. In Haryana, the BJP might have run the government for 4 years with support from Dushyant Chaudhary JJP, but BJP leaders mince no words about their intention to, what they say, win all 10 seats in their state on their own. Chautala can't walk out of the alliance because he stands to lose whatever he has. What he may do closer to the Lok Sabha election, when the Haryana Assembly polls will also be much closer, is difficult to predict. In Odisha, the BJP replaced the Congress as the principal opposition party and managed to give a scare to Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik by winning 8 out of 21 Lok Sabha seats in the state in 2019. The BJP hasn't shown any eagerness to build on its gains after that. It's a fact that Patnaik has been as good an ally as any NDA partner could be. The top BJP leadership therefore looks reluctant to upset him. He can be relied on for support if and when required after the 2024 Lok Sabha election. The BJP seems to be biding its time for a post-Patnaik era in Odisha politics, and that's what I'm given to understand. But the CM is not inclined to hang up his boots anytime soon. After the 2019 Lok Sabha election, the BJP's Mission South became a big buzzword in political circles. The party had won 4 Lok Sabha seats in Telangana. The next 3 years were all about BJP's expansion, what you heard, from an impressive show in Hyderabad municipal polls to assembly by polls and defectors coming from everywhere. Itala Rajendra, who left the TRS to join the BJP, what a good catch. And suddenly, you find the BJP dropping the ball in Telangana. The loss in the Munugodi assembly by polls and a crushing defeat in the 2023 Karnataka assembly election appeared to have a massive impact on the BJP's plans in the south. The party seems to have lost the appetite for a fight in South India. It replaced Bandi Sanjay Kumar, the face of the party's aggression in Telangana in July. The Congress, whom the BJP had replaced as the TRS's primary challenger, has become alive and kicking in Telangana now. So much so that there is sudden speculation in political circles that, about the possibility of the BJP and the TRS having an understanding in 2024. It sounds like an outrageous idea as of today, given the hostility between the two parties over the past 3 years. But the BJP is certainly not the same as it was until recently. Anyway, there will be more clarity about the party's move after the Telangana Assembly election results. In Andhra Pradesh, the BJP had started turning the heat on the Jagan Mohan Reddy-led government, even targeting what they call Christian Chief Minister. The stage looked set for a reunion with estranged ally, the TDP. BJP's current ally Pawan Kalyan is also more than eager, and so is the TDP, for the reunion. But the BJP seems to have developed cold feet. It's diffident about upsetting Jagan Mohan Reddy now. Who wouldn't have any electoral tie-up with the BJP anyway? We know the vote bank. What explains this diffidence? Contingency plans for 2024? One doesn't know yet. Kerala has been a no-go area for the BJP all these years. That it has gone slow after showing bursts of energy in Kerala is understandable. In Tamil Nadu, State BJP chief K. Annamalai, he threatened to resign if his party continued its alliance with the AIADMK. He obviously saw a space for a non-Dravidian national party with a popular PM. A police officer who quit the job to join politics, Annamalai was ready to take risks. Even now, he's on a yatra to try to expand the BJP's base. The BJP central leadership has, however, chosen to play it safe. it would rather pamper the AIADMK. A prudent option, one would say, given the situation today. But that's so unlike the BJP, which used to be so daring when it came to making forays into uncharted territories. Coming to Mumbai, the BJP High Command's preferences have got party leaders in Maharashtra pretty confused. When political adversaries are imploding through defections, it's fine for a party to offer a helping hand to those mutineers, as BJP leaders say, but the party has gotten itself into a mess in the process. Here is a situation where the leader that Modi and Shah successfully built for the future, Devendra Fadnavis, is suddenly finding the ground from under his feet slipping. The BJP is promoting a chief minister from another party and has inducted another deputy chief minister, Ajit Pawar, who minces no words about his chief ministerial ambitions. Where does that leave Fadnavis? That aside, the BJP looks so apprehensive about the electoral strength of its new allies that it's reluctant to face municipal polls ahead of the Lok Sabha election, lest the results expose the fault lines. Suppose the new NDA in Maharashtra does extremely well in the Lok Sabha election. The credit would obviously also go to Shinde, Eknath Shinde, although Pawar, if he stays with the NDA till then, would put up his own claims. If Shinde delivers in the Lok Sabha polls, Prime Minister Modi can't disown him in the assembly election. The NDA would then have to go with Shinde as its face. What would Pawar and Fadnavis do then? And if Shinde and Pawar fail to deliver, would the BJP dump them and go alone in the assembly polls with Fadnavis as its face? It would be too late for that as well. So what is the BJP's politics in Maharashtra? Even as everybody is focused on the rumblings in the splintered MVA or the opposition alliance, ask any BJP leader in Maharashtra. Nobody seems to know. But for that matter, ask any BJP leader in Telangana, Andhra, Tamil Nadu or even Odisha. You will draw a blank. They are so confused. They can't even ask the central leadership for guidance because the High Command does not seem to be sure about the party's strategy in these states. I mean, that's what it seems as of today. That's all from me in this episode of Politically Correct. Thanks for watching.